Hey everybody, this is Josh with another C++ homework assignment. We have chapter 2. The problem today is to get the average of a series of values, you add the values up and then divide the sum by the number of values. Write a program that stores the following values in 5 different variables: 28, 32, 37, 24, 33. The program should first calculate the sum of these 5 variables and store the results in a separate variable named sum. Then the program should divide the sum variable by 5 to get the average. Display the average on the screen. Okay. So before we get started with this one, I would recommend taking a moment, pause this video, take a look at this problem, pull up your own compiler, and give it a shot. See if you can come up with the right answer or something similar to it. And then we'll go through the answer here together in just a moment. Okay, so first thing that we got to do for this problem is we have to create a value. We have to declare each one of these values. So since they're full numbers, let's just use integer, and we have to create just a label for each one. First one, let's do num1. You can set the value. You're able to just create different lines like num2, or because they all fall underneath the integer label here, we can just have a comma and go to our next declaration. So let's have num2 equals 32, num3 equals 37, num4 equals 24, num5 equals 33. All right. Next up, we have to create a variable named sum. So being that this will be all 5 of these numbers added together, we have 5 full numbers. Let's use integer as well. Call this one sum, and then we'll do num1 plus num2 plus num3 plus num4 plus num5. We can use these variables because we've just assigned a value to each one of them. So the computer knows that this is 28, this is 32, and so forth. All right. Last thing that we need to do here is we need to create average. So one thing to think of here is that if we're adding all these numbers together and we're dividing, it's possible we're going to have a decimal point. So let's try using double, and we'll call this one average. Once again, sum has already added up all these together. So instead of going through these one at a time, num1 plus num2 plus num3, we can simply write sum divided by, and we'll do the number of variables, 5. Okay, we've declared everything. So now we'll go to our cout, and just everything we want to display here. Just for extra information, let's have it display all of the numbers that we're talking about. Next, we'll have what the sum of all those numbers are. And then third, we'll have what the average is for all those values. So cout, numbers used, and then we'll input num1, put a comma in there, just do copy paste to make it speed up the process a little bit. Just label all of these, and we'll finish with end line. The sum of numbers is, we've already stored sum up here. And then finally, the average for these numbers is average. Okay, let's try building it. We've run it. So we have the numbers used are 28, 32, 37, 24, 33. The sum of these numbers is 154. The average for these numbers is 30. Let's double check these just to be sure. So we have 28 plus 32 plus 37 plus 24 plus 33, 154. If we divide this by 5, okay, so we have 30.8. Our number down here is just 30. So do you know what we need to change to get the correct answer down here? So right now, when we're doing this calculation, this is being read as a full number divided by 5. It's like the number we're trying to get is a decimal, and the two numbers that are in the equation, one of them is only being seen as a full number, whereas the double is looking for a decimal point. So if we change the sum to a double as well, then we should be, our equation should look more like 154.0 divided by 5.0, which should give us an accurate number. So let's try it again. We'll build. Average for these numbers is 30.8, which is the number we're looking for. All right. Well, I hope this lesson helped. You can leave a comment if you have any questions. Besides that, we'll catch you next time. Thanks.